Okay, here we go. Another video, but this one on BitTorrent tokens. One of my other favourite coins that I've got decent sort of prospects for. So I managed to get away from the family again. So I'm sitting in the caravan, drinking a stubby beer, and waiting for my pot noodle to be ready. So it just goes to show, it doesn't matter how much money you make on crypto, you just cannot buy class. So let's get straight into the video. So Matic and BitTorrent token both hold this one very important trend line that I think is very important anyway. It seems to show and hold a fair bit of relevance, much more for Matic than it does for BitTorrent token, but BitTorrent token definitely has some relationship with it, and it's the 200 EMA. So BitTorrent token was doing extremely well. It's doing very, very well for a long period of time. Nice, sustained, big movements up and up and up. And as we can see, it started to make its moves when it made a significant cross over the 200 EMA. And that EMA, as we can see, held as a support level every time it had a pullback. And what we saw here is when this pullback breached and significantly breached the 200 EMA, let's zoom in a little closer. It showed to me that we were going to have some kind of problem. Now, I was always in the mindset of this is a very strong coin, a very strong chart, and I thought we were going to continue to get to 0.002. That was my expected target. Unfortunately for me, because I am now, well, technically I'm still up because I bought originally around here. I remember because it was 00123. That's where I bought in. So that's where I originally bought in. So I'm technically up, but I did stupidly rebuy around 15, so I do have a bit of negative equity going on here as well. What we're looking at now is an accumulation period on this coin. This coin is different to the other ICOs in a few different ways. First of all, it's owned by, I say owned, it's controlled by Justin Sun. It's one of his little sort of baby company that he's got going here, and it's still got a lot of things to be released soon, which is definitely, without question, going to give it a boost. But when we're looking at the chart and solely talking about the chart itself, we're underneath that crucial 200 MEA on the hourly. That's where we're on the hourly, and until we peak above that, we're not going to see any substantial growth again. So if we move to the 4 hourly, because this coin is just a little older than the other ICOs, we can see that 200 MEA has become a support as well. So it's a resistance on the 1 hourly and a support on the 4 hourly, which is good, which means that we're not likely to find ourselves falling any lower than this, but it also means that we're going to find ourselves being moved sideways in this kind of area until we break that 200 MEA, which for us is a little bit away. It's a little high for us right now. Now the good thing is obviously it's moving down on the hourly. It's a downward stroke, but because we're leveling out, this will also level out. So we need to see some bigger moves really before we start to get higher. So this would be a good buy-in point in my view. Don't do it because I said it. If I wanted to buy in now, I would, but I like to keep my funds available for other things. So I'm about as invested into coins as I'm prepared to invest into at the moment. Just in case something tragic happens with another coin, I like to have some money available for that. So I'm not personally buying in anymore. I've got enough invested in this coin, but let's just say I didn't have. This to me would be a good buying opportunity, because it's unlikely to fall any further down than here, which would be 0.0012. It's unlikely to get beneath that again, and when we break above here, or I say here, when we break above the 200 MEA, we're going to start seeing some significant gains again, and we'll pretty easily make our way back to our previous high and above there quite quickly. This coin's definitely got a lot of life left in it. It's definitely got some big moves to make, in my book. So don't invest because I've told you that. I'm not a financial advisor. So we're going to be travelling sideways for a while, maybe a week or so, before we start to see this picking up pace. It is sensitive to Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin falls, we will fall, but it's shown to us that it has its own way of doing things, and when it wants to do its own thing, it does it very, very well. We're going to pick up on this trend sooner rather than later, and anyone who's holding it right now and is a negative equity like me, for instance, don't you worry at all. This is one of the better coins to have, short term and long term, and as soon as we break above here, we're on our way up to where we were before, and then we're going to get to that target of 0.002 at least. Anyway, I thought I'd leave it with you there, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.